Talk to you today about self-care, and really it's something that makes everything in your life go better. And often when I hear self-care, I'm thinking maybe my wife's trip to the hairdressers or nail bar or something to do with self-care in a physical way. And obviously that does come into it. But I'm also talking about something that's going to give you huge amounts of energy and drive that really turns your goals into reality, and it really forms the basis of everything that you do. So without setting aside a little bit of time to care for yourself, you can often feel unfulfilled, you can get tired, you can also often feel uninspired. And that's no way to feel, obviously, when you're trying to reach your goals, let alone going through everything in your everyday life. I know a lot of people are really tied up at the moment doing homeschooling. I've seen some great videos on social media making fun of homeschooling, although I think when you're in the midst of it, it's probably not that much fun. But so obviously, when I'm talking about self-care, I'm more talking about, sort of what foods you're eating, making sure that you're eating healthy foods, you're exercising on a regular basis, you're getting enough sleep, you're drinking enough water. And often that's a topic which we've covered before, but water can be something that people have a sort of a target or a goal of drinking a certain amount of water, but certainly making sure that you're not feeling thirsty, and obviously you don't want to get dehydrated, but obviously you don't actually want to take too much water either, and also practicing stress management, and something I'm going to cover today. So when you have energy and you feel great, obviously everything is so much easier. So think about it this way: it's like when you take care of your lawn or your plants in your home, and when you really look after your garden, it tends to flourish. So we want to water the flowers. We don't want to water the weeds. So you really need to take care of yourself, because if you take care of you, you really will flourish. So on a practical level, obviously that means more energy for your family. It means your career, your friends, hobbies, your home life, leisure time, all benefits when you give yourself time and you give yourself some self-care. And sometimes when you're in the midst of things, you forget about you, all your energy is going out, and you don't get much time to really replenish it and grow it. And really, we always think about it because we're really um, one of the topics that's foremost in what we do is all about life energy. And if you think about it, obviously more energy means more life. So there's no point in having a lifestyle that is constantly wearing you down and exhausting you, because for the things that matter in your life, maybe when you get to the weekend and you want to spend time with your partner or your children, you really do need energy. So there's no point in spending it all during the week and having very low levels of energy, because really that's going to mean a fairly low level of life. So plus, obviously, all that self-care can really help you with any body transformation goals that you have, particularly post-COVID. So getting back into the habit of taking care of yourself, it doesn't take as long as you might think. So just after a day or two, you'll feel the difference in such a big way. So the hardest part, obviously, is taking the first few steps, and you really just, it's making that decision. You just have to decide that you're going to prioritize you. So this leads me to a question. So what can you do starting today, right now, to take better care of yourself? And I think that's a really good question. So what one activity will leave you feeling energized and ready to take on the day? And so for me, that one thing is relaxation. And I find it's incredible, particularly a guided relaxation. So often people think, oh my goodness, there's no way I can sit down and go through a relaxation. My mind is too busy. I can't do that. And I always see that relaxation, and it's something that we do as a big part of Educogym. Such a great time to relax your mind. And often what you find is that when your mind is at its most relaxed, it's at its most open, so particularly to suggestion. And there's been many great minds throughout history that have used relaxation. It's also a part of so many different modalities, everything from yoga to Zen to martial arts. But when the mind is very relaxed, it's really give a huge opportunity to maybe take account of your goals or deciding what you want to do. And then when you can relax your mind, your body will naturally follow. So often I spend a portion of the day, and it doesn't have to be a long period of time, but sometimes first thing in the morning or last time in the evening. And any time that you can really focus your mind on something and really pay attention to it, you don't have much opportunity to allow your thoughts to run riot. So you can go for a walk. You could really take into account everything that's going on around you, what you see, how you feel, what you hear. And when you really focus on paying attention, you'll find that your mind will really quieten. So on our Facebook page, you'll find a number of relaxation events that we did with Tom McKenna, who is hugely experienced in this area. And we're going to start those live next Thursday. I think it's February the 4th. On that evening, we do them around, I think it's 7:30. And that's going to be for the next 4 weeks in February. But on our page, if you look under videos, you'll see a number of them that we did last year during various different lockdowns, and they are absolutely brilliant. And I can't recommend them enough. And Tom is very easy to listen to, so it's a very simple way of relaxing your mind, and you'll find that you'll get this great release of energy as a result of doing relaxation. And the main thing is to get started and to do the first one. And what you'll find is that you will actually get better at it. So it can be a bit of a practice initially because maybe you're very conscious of what's going around in your mind, but taking that maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And now you can listen to the full videos or watch them on Facebook. But when you've kind of got used to the introduction, you'll know there's a part that you can skip to and just start the relaxation, and maybe doing that on a daily basis. I've often found, as in business, it's a great thing to do to set yourself some key performance indicators. You can think of them as habits that you do on a daily basis. Maybe there's three things that you're going to try and do every day. Maybe you're going to try and eat healthy, you're going to do your relaxation, and maybe you're going to go for a walk or you're going to do some exercise. And every day, just track and monitor, did you get those things done? Because you'll be very conscious and aware very quickly of what you've managed to do and what you maybe haven't managed to do. And it's great to look back on Sunday and look from Monday to Sunday and say, okay, well, 5 out of the 7 days I did really well. I managed to tick those three things off, and okay, there were 2 days I slipped up a little bit, but I think if you're getting 80% or 90% of the time you're managing to get those things done, then I think you're going to notice that it really makes such a huge difference. So I'm interested to know from you, what is it for you that's going to allow you to really relax and give yourself a bit of self-care? What can you do when you're at home? Is there something that you can take half an hour, 40 minutes? It's so important that you get time for yourself. And can you commit to starting that? So please let me know in the comments. We're going to look at it on a regular basis, and we may come back to them on Saturday when I'm here with Jackie. So if you need some help in this area, obviously be sure to have a look at the different programs we're running. We're going to run a 28-day challenge starting in February. If you're interested in that, you can book a free call consultation this week. Get yourself set up and something that you want to be involved in. We'd love to have you, because we're really obviously here to help you support your success and help you to reach your goals. It's everything to us. There is no feeling like making a difference to somebody else, particularly when at the end of a program or the end of something that we've done together, if you can tell us we've really made a huge difference, that we've changed your life, it's very inspiring for us. So I really appreciate you joining today. It's a nice quick one. And it's really get into the habit for us of doing them on a weekly basis to give you something to think about. And I really hope you enjoyed this one.